Hi everyone, I'm Satpal, and today we are at Logistics Shakti, where industry leaders are shaping the future of supply chain in India. Now, I'm joined by Saurabh Singla, investor and executive coach to the founders, Hexalog, and also CHRO of Kapoor Diesel. Thanks, Saurabh, for joining.
Hello, Mr. Bedi. Good to see you and great to be here at the Logistics Shakti.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. So, Ms. Saurabh, to begin with, could you briefly tell us about your profile and what is the role of logistics in your work of life?
So I would say logistics is the first love of my life.
Okay.
While I worked for various sectors,
Mhm.
I used to be with Airtel, which was telecom. I used to be with Yum Restaurants.
Mhm.
I used to be a global shared services leader for Rio Tinto, which is a mining company.
Yeah.
I was also the global CHRO for Upgrad earlier, which is education. But logistics has always been a first love. Worked for companies like Ecom Express, and now a fractional CHRO for Kapoor Diesel, which is a big mid-mile company. And at the same point of time, Hexalog, which happens to be also a place which is my long term. And I'm an angel investor with them and also a CHRO and an executive coach to the founders. So I would say logistics is what I love the most.
Is the first love.
And that's why I'm here.
So you started your career in logistics, or
I would actually say, everything is about logistics. My starting of career was Minda Group and JCB.
Oh.
And when you talk about these companies, the supply chain actually defines how the whole work happens. And in any and all company that I work for, I believe you have to make sure that the service or the product reaches the customer. That is supply chain, frankly. So yeah.
So at a time when global supply chains are being redefined, what is the one shift India must prioritize immediately?
I would actually say two things. One, I would say from fragmented logistics to a multimodal, fully connected logistics, something that is AI driven. So it's not about reactive, but actually proactive and predictive. Not trying to find out where my truck is going or my shipment is going, but what can prevent it from moving to the right shape and the right stage in the right time. So I would say a lot of tech, a lot of multimodal movement and connecting the dots to really reach the shipment where get the shipment to reach the last stage.
So you want to say that right at first time is very important.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think the customer would give you two choices. The customer wants right time, right cost, and with the right experience.
Correct.
That's what's needed.
Right. From the summit, what is one actionable takeaway should be taken right way into the action?
It's a very interesting summit, I must say. I've been enjoying the session since morning, and I'm sure the rest of the day is also very, very interesting. Two words that I could feel while I was sitting there is institutionalizing agility. We need agile systems. We need agile networks. We need networks which work not just in India, but also export, import, EXIM network as well, but a lot of agility. That these are just two words that I will give.
Where is product innovation impacting logistics most?
I've actually been seeing this logistics when it was just purely about moving a product from A to B place. And now what we talk about, like in Hexalog, I'll tell you what we say is from factory's floor to the customer's door. Nothing interrupted. It has to just seamlessly move. So I would say a lot more of AI and tech and predictive automation, which kind of makes sure that anything and everything that we're doing, the shipment moves with all the multimodal ways and in all the right ways to the place where it is supposed to reach, whether it's a warehouse, whether it's a factory, whether it's a customer door. But I would say that a lot is about that entire predictive orchestration and intelligence that the shipment moves seamlessly from wherever to wherever.
Yes. What challenges exist in scaling technology? Because technology is very important nowadays.
Oh, absolutely.
Without that,
absolutely. I mean, I've been in the area of HR for almost 25 years now, and I've seen people evolving. And I'm sure you've also been noticing that every era or every stage when there is a new type of a tech that comes, the human tech gap becomes the most important thing. I think, and we were just discussing with a couple of colleagues here in the summit. The biggest gap is a human tech gap, and that's also the biggest advantage which can be driven The only thing that we need to figure out is that people don't get afraid of AI or all the orchestration that has to actually come. But people are only looking at how do I learn this AI and create the most value for the era to come.
So adapting change is sometimes is a big hurdle actually, because there are a lot of changes are coming in technology, and this is the main adoption is not so
That's
easy.
That's the biggest thing. Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
It is the most difficult and the most easiest thing if you ask me.
Yes.
I would say difficult because the adoption or any change, the discomfort that it creates is what we need to break. And the only one way is that if we all learn, and leaders at Logistics Shakti, I would say these are the leaders who have to learn the tech, understand and go back to their teams and tell them that, hey, listen, this is not difficult. I have adopted it. Why don't you adopt it as well? And then the whole fire is going to be from within. It is not about a push that we need to do for anyone.
Before, you can say before testing a product or testing the smell or the taste of a product, say to anything.
Yeah,
it's not good to straight away refusing. No. First, you have to check that.
There is no choice we have, by the way, is what I believe in. I believe that eventually either we disrupt ourselves to learn more, or this whole tech is going to disrupt us. So what choice do we have?
And we have no choice.
And if you want to really make the networks the smartest one, technology adoption is going to be the key for us.
Yes.
There's no choice, I believe.
In this competitive world, actually, if someone is not adapting, then it's not.
No, and it's going to be enjoyable, I'm telling you. I was talking to a set of custom professionals who work in the exim trade at Hexalog. We spoke for about half an hour. Initially, they were very iffy about what will happen when the tech comes. When we explained that it's going to make you 20 times more effective, they were all absolutely happy and effective. And they said, I would definitely go for it. It's all about actually talking to people and making them comfortable. But yes, organizations have a big task ahead. The human tech gap can be reduced when they actually talk about it. But if they don't, of course, it's going to be a big gap that will become the biggest challenge as well.
And how the top leaders roll it out. That's very important.
I would say plan it well. Let the leaders experience it first. And then make it a culture in the organization. You, of course, have to train a lot. There's no doubt. But along with training, I think it's a lot of experiential work that we need to bring in. I've seen companies transforming their supply chains dramatically with tech. And the big thing that the companies do is that they believe in their people. They don't want to replace them. They want to retrain them. And I think that's going to be a very, very important thing for all of us.
Well, it's not like that hiring new people for the new technology. That's not
human beings are human beings. Where will you bring some robots from any other world? We have to train all of these people because look, logistics is where the tacit knowledge of the logistics has to meet the tech. I know of companies and leaders who try to bring in people from all different industries. They failed miserably. Because what you need is you need the love for logistics and the knowledge of logistics. That is for sure. If you try to bring only people who may be the best in the tech, but they don't know logistics, they will struggle too. So
I have already taken questions from you on adoption, but my next question is how can adoption improve?
I would say, the Gen Z that we have, and that's the base for all our operations and all the organizations. The Gen Z and even the millennials and even the veterans who've been there for 20, 30 years, they love gamification nowadays. So I would say, number one, gamify excellence. The second thing I would say is it should be a coaching-led leadership. The leaders should not push people to say there is no choice, you do this. They should actually coach them and help them to change. And that's going to make a very, very big difference for them, I would say. And number three is, we don't need platforms or tech which is very, very tough. It has to be simple. It has to be agile. And it should be so simple that people should be able to get onto it. It's almost like Facebook. You get on it, you don't need training for it, right? It's simple interface. Our logistic technology also has to be very simple, whether it's a driver sitting on a truck or it's a person sitting on the control tower in a multi-billion organization. The tech should be so simple that if they use it, they should not feel that it's a rocket science. And their love for adoption will only grow from there. That's what I believe.
Nice thought, Saurabh. And thank you, Saurabh, for joining us. And enjoy the event.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here and look forward to many more events.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.